clap us to the back. Okay, okay. Put it in my lap
Okay,
and
okay.
take it to the.
plate.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
Eat
making.
some cake,
Eat some cake.
even
Put
if
it.
it's fake.
Hey, do you want a shake?
Oh
No.
snap!
Wow.
Shaking it, shaking it, shaking.
I thought I was gonna get the same response. I thought I was gonna get a.
Oh, I'm
Ooh.
sorry. I got distracted. I started reading and talking at the same time.
What was you reading? Was you reading
Oh,
show flow?
yeah, because I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
All right. Well, today, no, we're not even. Fuck that. How are you doing, friend?
That-
Yeah, and if you guys hear me wheezing on the mic,
She is turned into. Remember that the Pokemon that
yeah,
James had, like Team Rocket.
yeah.
The Wheezy, the little ball of toxicity. Yeah, that one.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned into coffee.
Coughing.
Yep.
There she go.
Listen, the way the pollen, my asthma, and gifted weed be hitting me all at once.
My lungs are fine, if anybody was wondering, but
Still accepting gifts, but I think I need to transition to edibles. I'm getting older, and this life with no insurance, it's risky. I'm playing.
it is. But like, if you die, like,
Yeah, but like that whole rule about not dying on your property, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like
because
I
that
be
will
there.
bring you back.
I be there often, so like I would die on your property. Like,
I would like bring you back and put you into an object that you hate, like a glass of milk or something.
wow, would it at least be oat milk?
Nope.
Nigga. So you just on air, you were just like murder.
If you die in my house, you're going in a glass of milk. You're going in a glass of milk.
I'm just gonna be like Tinkerbell, like knocking on the glass. People like, what is that? That's the spirit of Sade.
Sade. She mad because she in a milk bottle.
She's just in a milk bottle right now.
fine.
She'd be
Alright.
cool. But anyway, besides murdering me, how are you doing today?
I would never murder you on
Thanks.
purpose. I'm doing great.
Purpose.
It would always be an accident.
Okay.
Manslaughter.
I mean, even still, there's some heinous. It's especially heinous.
Is it heinous if it's an accident?
Yes, it could still be very heinous.
I don't agree with this.
Like if
but
you're axe chucking and it accidentally hit somebody in the fucking head, that's a pretty heinous, gruesome crime that just occurred.
That's not heinous.
Okay.
Accidental.
All right.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
You know what?
Yeah.
Ask me how I'm doing so we can get into this episode.
I'm doing great. Might be poor in the next couple months.
Oh my God. Welcome.
I don't.
It's lit over
I
here.
don't think we both can be poor.
I agree.
Because where will we live?
I'm prepared to just camp out in the cul-de-sac, like right where they just did the improvements, right above that little pipe. So we get water access.
So outside, that is currently hot. That's where you want to camp out.
Want is a very strong word too.
So that is where you selected. Like, we're not even getting an underpass. Like, we could go to the park.
Underpass? People get stabbed under there for funsies.
We might be the one stabbing. Who's to know?
Okay. All right. Well, we could put that on the vision board as well. But
Street life might be great for us.
yeah, it might be. It might be a really, really interesting time for Louis.
I didn't factor him in. So I'm just going to be honest. Didn't factor him. If I can't afford to live in a house, I can't afford a cat. So
Immediately, you were like, "Who?"
who? I don't know that man. I don't know.
Yo.
How are you doing?
You know,
Besides dying, choking to death, suffocating.
I'm trying to control my breath. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was that caused me to start, having an asthma attack without my inhaler. But we gonna try to do our breathing, our 4-7-4s. Nope, we don't. We have nothing. This is how unprepared I am for life at all times.
I will
Just free balling it.
gently just roll you out the car if you start choking.
Do you hate me?
No, I just don't want to be in proximity to death where you have people who will come after me. Why didn't you breathe into her mouth and help her get oxygen?
Okay, so
Because we don't do that. We don't touch each other like that.
your fear of retaliation as a result of my death.
Yes.
I am on the airwaves saying it's not Tiff's fault. I died at my own hands, my own stupidity, my own free will. don't come after
I
her.
appreciate that.
It's
not gonna stop nobody, but I appreciate
it's
that.
not gonna stop me from being rolled out the car.
No, nah, not at all. Cause like your friends don't listen. I know firsthand. They don't listen. They're wonderful though. I love them dearly. I love that they love you, but they don't listen.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
But
Listen.
I'm gonna get rid of all of our listeners because like
Those
85% of them are your friends.
just the loyalty, but they listen to this podcast, and that's all we need.
Okay.
That's all we need.
Yeah, that's all the listens we need.
Speaking of friendships,
The transitions.
we have elevated
So much.
We are vibrating on a high frequency level.
Super high. I can't even hear it.
Just with this podcast, though. Everything else in my life, pretty low.
Yeah.
Pretty low. Almost dead. Like,
Woo.
probably buried. Probably like sub deep sea level.
Okay.
That's how low it is.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
Every aspect of my life. But the podcast,
There's like a megalodon in there. Like,
oh my God. There's more than there's a dinosaur.
Okay.
Like the Loch Ness Monster. What other deep sea creatures? Just all the niggas.
A giant squid.
SpongeBob, but like pruny SpongeBob, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Water.
yeah, like that's the vibes. But the podcast, I feel like there is some level of you're doing okay.
Okay. So you
Almost.
rock bottom.
Oh, below. Like we are at I think the center of the
Like
hottest.
you're past the little town in SpongeBob where they'd be like, give me some directions.
Yeah, we're past that. Like we're definitely in that part of a town that's like they write about it in context of like, what if this existed? It does, and it's really scary. And it's not fun over here. There's not a lot of people that understand like your language, so you just kind of out here having. Yeah, but also like having more productive conversations with like a wall. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really like a ghost town. Very dark, no light. That's where we're at. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
It's pretty scary. Like 10 out of 10, I wouldn't recommend. It's not for the weak, but you know, here we are. We're here, gang, gang.
We're here now.
Here now. We're doing our best.
Well, since we're here, let's talk about things that weren't here. People who might not be here.
It's so hard
To say goodbye
to yesterday.
Was I flirt?
You were a little flarp, but you know, it wasn't so bad for my ear holes. It wasn't.
Honestly, I know I'm better than some people out there, so.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, we really need to start creating our mixtape. So we could just spank all y'all.
Yeah, you guys don't even want. We're gonna go triple platinum.
In a day.
Get 6 Grammys.
In a day.
Beyonce gonna reach out to us. She'll be like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are so good.
Guess what?
Can you write for my next album?"
That's gonna happen in the same day.
Miss Beyonce, we'd be honored.
We'd be honored. Invoice first, please. Payment up front.
Yeah.
100%
up front.
210.
Yeah.
Facts.
And like a nice brunch at the house, please.
Yeah, I mean,
like they eat good food.
Tell your manservant, you know, he can go out and collect fruit and vegetables.
Yes, forage them freshly for us.
Forage them for us.
Blue can't come though, because I feel like she's gonna hurt my feelings.
Okay.
She's a little spicy. I don't want my feelings hurt.
She's a child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Children are mean.
Children. Okay. Oh, damn.
All right. So today we are talking about friendships.
Yeah.
And we are specifically talking about adult friendships that ended up sucking.
Yes. I was going to write so much other stuff, but like that summed it up, I think.
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty on the nose.
Yeah.
So we'll get into our first actual factual. So actual factual number 1. 3 decades ago, 3% of Americans told Gallup pollsters they had no close friends. That's 3%.
3%.
3 decades ago.
Yeah. The way they wrote that, I didn't like it, but I was
the 1990s.
Yeah, for sure. But like now in 2021.
In 2021, an online poll put it at 12%.
It really didn't go nowhere.
The numbers are going up though.
But like,
people are like, I have less friends. I have less close friends.
Still under a smooth 25%. Like if you aren't a quarter of the way there, the children are not okay.
I feel like had they done this like when the pandemic first started though, because 2021 there was so much camaraderie because we're like, oh no, are we all gonna die?
Yeah, we were clapping for niggas on our balconies.
They should have took this on like 2019. But
2019 was also a dark year. You gotta think about the election. I don't think it was really.
I lost 3 of my most significant friends that year.
So, in 2019?
Yeah. So if I was doing this poll, I'd be like, I don't have friends.
Oh shit.
I don't have no friends.
Well, what? All 3 in 2019? For some reason, I thought it was way. Damn.
Nope.
I'm so sorry, friend.
Blocked that one nigga. The other girl called me on some crazy, and then the other nigga ghosted me.
Yeah.
Oh, we ghosted each other.
Ghosted each other.
So yeah.
You're lucky.
My 3 A1 day ones, they just gone.
So what was it about those 3 A1 day ones that made them so special?
Well, one of them was my quote unquote first love. So I mean that speaks for itself. I'm not gonna go into it. The other one, she was. You said what?
You could chop it up, just a smidge.
Not because I don't like him.
Okay, cool. First love, boom.
Yeah, y'all know what that is. You just have an attachment that makes no sense.
No common sense.
No, none. Not a lick. So the other one was the best friend I had since high school. We were really, really tight. She ended up having kids like really early. So, and problems with the baby father and all this kind of stuff. So we just stayed close. I supported her as best as I could. Especially you have 1 kid, then you have 2 kids, and you're, trying to make things work, trying to graduate, go to nursing school, all this stuff. So I was basically step in, god mommy, help out when I can.
The best god mommy.
Truly. So that was kind of like not just losing a person. Like I felt like I lost my family because I don't talk to my god kids anymore either. I don't think I'm a god mom anymore. That's what I say. But people be like, no, you're still a god mom. And her mom still calls me god mom if we, have any exchange on Facebook.
I mean, did you sign any legal papers?
No.
You ain't shit. No offense. You are shit. You are the shit.
No, but you're correct.
You ain't shit.
At the time she asked me to be a godmom, I was still in high school. So, if something happened to her, the kids were going to the grandparents. They weren't going to me.
Yeah.
I basically would just hold shit down until somebody got there. But that's it.
Yeah.
But, doing the birthday parties and gifts and making sure there was groceries in the house and trying to plan outings, little things like that. Closeness, when that's gone, it's just like, wow, I lost my sister and my kids. I lost the whole family. Yeah. So that's what really made that shit suck. And the other friend, we had been friends since 7th grade. Had only, over the course of, 10, 15 years, we'd only had 1 argument. Really, it was truly a chill friendship. Had been there through every single thing. Yeah. Man was there for my first period, bro. I was on the phone crying. I was like, it hurts so much. I hate this. I'm dying. Aww. We would watch Sweeney Todd separately, call each other, and he would sing all the songs. I was singing the song.
Some date shit.
Yes. But it wasn't a date.
Friendships like that make me want to burn things. But continue.
But yeah, so the last interaction I had with him, I met the woman he wanted to propose to. They came down. I took everybody out to a baseball game. Had a good time. They stayed at my house. He took her back. They went back to Cali. He ended up proposing. And then between then and them getting married, there was some type of breakdown. So that was really sad because I was like, oh, I can't wait to go to the wedding. He's like, I'm going to tell you first when we get a date, blah, blah, blah. And then I see pictures on Instagram and I was told nothing. And I was like, whoa, I'm nothing. So yeah, that was the value of those friendships to me. Did not ever, never in a million years if somebody was like, you're not gonna be friends with them anymore. I'd be like, you're fucking lying.
You're a lying ass bitch.
You're a lying whore.
You're a lying slut. Exactly. Shut your whore lying mouth.
Exactly.
Yes.
But they were correct.
They were absolutely correct.
What about you, friend?
So, yeah, I'm going to talk about a friendship that I don't think I've talked about on this show. Y'all have heard enough about that yoga bitch. Y'all have heard enough about, you know, that one nigga that wanted that Gawk 9000.
Speak on it.
We're going to talk about somebody else. And this was also a Pisces.
Pisces gang.
Listen.
Also, one of my fallouts was a Pisces as well.
So, and I've said this in other, you know, other platforms. I'm very drawn to a Pisces. Spiritually, like emotionally, spiritually. I see y'all see me, we see each other. But the problems I've encountered has just been a simple, you didn't want to talk this out. So when there's no, like, you know, when the conversation is one-sided, or like there's no interest in solving any type of disagreements or whatever, that's how like a lot of my Pisces relationships have ended. And that's why with you, whenever you say something brilliant, I'll just be like, bro, I really fuck with you. Like, if there's a falling out, we done with friends, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I really, because I can just talk shit out with you, and then there are just some people I can't do that with. So my very, 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 he moved up in the ranks very quickly. But he was just so vulnerable with me from jump. And I was like, wow, there's no guesswork with you. This shit is easy. Like, we get each other. We can be fucking weird. Like, he was a lot weirder than me. Like, let's not get it twisted. If you listening, what's up, nigga? You were weird. But I, you know, platonically loved him regardless. Like, I really was able to learn a lot from him. And I think, you know, now that my life is kind of taking a turn, like, based on my direction, I feel like that I am finding myself missing him a lot now. So, he was my dog because it was just like an effortless relationship. We really didn't have a falling out until we had a falling out. And there was no, like, I thought we had gotten to the point where we were close enough to like resolve issues, but as soon as there was an issue, he was like, nah, I'm out. He ghosted my ass. Like, I'm pretty sure he blocked me the same night. He was so upset with me. But like, looking back at it, I have no regrets. Like, you forgot my fucking birthday. Fuck you. I tell everybody they could go suck a dick. Suck my dick from the back for my birthday. Like, you forgot.
That was really the
but
big
that was it.
That my platonic love friend, I always call him Pooh Bear because that's what I used to call him. That was the first year ever that he didn't tell me happy birthday. And
that's when you know shit's not sweet.
I was like, you since 7th grade has never missed a birthday. Even if he called me at 11:59, like, always make sure to tell me happy birthday.
And that's me now. Like, if you don't hear from me on your birthday, we not cool no more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, you got removed from my calendar because that's just how I remember, like, people that I love. Like, and some people don't take birthdays as seriously. And if you don't, I'll respect that. That's fine. Like, I'm not going to be, like, my grandmother is a Jehovah's Witness. I just got used to the fact that I just shouldn't say birthday around certain people. Yeah. So I don't expect them to be there for me on mine, whatever. But, you know, it was just a situation where, like, I was goddamn, yes, I was feeling petty. I was like, you gonna talk to me for a whole 24 hours and not from one utterance of your lips say happy birthday? At 11:59, I was like, nigga, you've got me fucked up. Like, you really wildin'. He was like, why didn't you remind me? And I love when people blame me. Blame me.
Yes.
For not reminding them about shit they should probably write down.
I mean, there's a calendar in every cell phone.
Every cell phone. Like, he went on his rant. He was like, you know, I don't appreciate you, you know, going all day, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, but I brought it to your attention. Like, I'm not going to be weird about it tomorrow. I told you the night of, like, yo, you forgot my birthday. You should have just told me it was your birthday. Why were you reading, like, all of my Snapchats with all of those birthday filters.
Right.
Like I really I gotta break that shit down. I gotta break that shit the fuck down for you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, whatever. And the conversation, he was just like, well, happy birthday. And then like I never heard from him again. And I was hitting him up. I was just like, bro, are we really like not talking? Like, what's going on? So on his birthday, I sent him a text message. Again, probably has me blocked. I basically was just like, this is what happens when you care about people and you realize it's their birthday.
Stop.
He's March 8th. It was close to yours. Like, he was either the 1st, he was like March 3rd or the 8th. So it was always, I was just like, okay, I gotta hit up Tiff and I gotta hit up that nigga.
That nigga.
But then I didn't hear from him. And so I was just like, bro, you're a whole bitch. But happy birthday. I guess we're not friends anymore. Like, but again, no response. And then afterwards, we ran into each other a couple times at some conventions. Kept it cute, kept it sweet, but we weren't dogs no more. And it just was what it was.
It really sucks because, like, when you mentioned missing that person, like, I missed out on the kids growing up. That really sucks. That really, really sucks.
Because they like fucking teenagers now, aren't? Or preteens?
Yeah.
Ugh, they need your guidance more than ever.
And you have all these plans to be there for birthdays and to help with prom and to help with, like, to be that, support system for them. And then that's just gone. And then with, I'll just call him PB. With PB, I was just like, I was going to be in your wedding. Not in your wedding, sorry. I was going to go to your wedding.
Yeah.
Like, I was going to be able to be present for one of the biggest moments of your life.
Yeah.
And, with the trajectory of my current relationship, I was like, I would expect him to be there for mine. And the fact that we all went to the same school.
I was going to say, everybody knows each other. Okay. Yeah.
Now, he might not know him, but he might know of him. He was only there for a year.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to expect his memory to be that good. But, like, we had the same, Bethel experience. So it's just, like, it really, really sucks.
Yeah.
Just, like, this happened over just a miscommunication. And for the shit to have popped off the way it did when you reached out, I'm just like, he understands what went wrong, but is still upset. And that was the part that really, like, made me confused.
But what went wrong was incorrect. Like, there was a fallacy, like a clear fallacy in what he perceived and what actually happened.
Yep. But the like, single thread through all of those people that I lost, that I felt so awful about losing their friendship and their support, was that they, at some point in time, the breakdown was that they felt I should have prioritized them over my own personal needs. I was not mentally well in 2019, especially the end of 2018. We was about to unalive ourselves. Like, I was not okay by any stretch of the imagination. 2019 was my grippy socks vacation. So
the whole year, yeah.
So for them to, like, have expected me to have put my own mental health that was fast deteriorating to the side to be there for them while they're going through things, it was just like, wow, so I'm a robot and not a human being.
Yeah.
Because, through all these years of our friendship, there really hasn't been that many times where I've called on any of them and been like, I need you. I'm in a space where I can't function. I'm in a space where I have no more options. I need you. I was always that person that was like, oh, your fridge broke. All your groceries are bad. Let me go get you groceries.
Yeah.
Oh, you're stranded and you don't have anywhere to go. You don't have money for gas. Here's gas money. Oh, you need rent money in California and you can't look for new places because you're driving Uber. Here's the rent money. Like, I always stepped up when there was no other option for them. So I guess they're expecting, like, you're going to keep stepping up. I'm like, I can't step up when I'm not okay.
Yeah.
So that was just the thread with all of them. I was never ready to say goodbye to any of them. I think God kind of just was like, you're not going to let these people go.
Yeah.
They're going to run you into the ground because you don't know how to say no to them. So I'm taking them off your plate.
Honestly, that's the actual factual right there, for real, because I never truly, honestly want to say goodbye to anybody that I've ever encountered in life and I considered a friend. That's because I'm very like intentional about the people that I bring into my circle, and I would like to think that like my expectations aren't too crazy or too high.
Yeah.
So when there is like, you know, unresolvable conflict, I'm just like, well, damn, was my discernment off with you? Because I could have sworn like we were
good
simpatico.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
we had a synergy, and now it's just kind of like, stay over there. Like,
it's so interesting because I think us going through, you know, like most of the people I spoke about, I met them as a teenager.
Yeah.
So, you know, going from that teenage life to adulthood,
it's hard.
You have your own struggles. You know, some people are going through college. Some people are just going straight to work. Some people have kids. Some people don't. Some people are taking care of aging and sick parents.
Yeah.
And some people are trying to, you know, make it big. Like everybody is in such a unique place in their life, and being able to sync up is difficult in itself. So if you already have that issue and the expectation that, well, you're my friend, you're supposed to be there for me. I can't be there for me, bro. Yeah. I am literally, nobody knows what they're doing right now. We are all struggling right now.
And that grace is a testament of a strong, secure friendship.
Yep.
Like, I definitely had moments where I was just like, okay, I'm leaning on you too much. It's because I have so much going on. I'm going to back off a little bit, but I know I still love you. No, I'm still here for you. No, I still like care for you. But I got to take care of whatever I got going on in my life. And usually people are just like, okay, I support you. Whenever you need me, I'm here. It's as simple as that, y'all. That's it.
Bro, the conversation, like, I still to this day will never forget the conversation with old girl where she was like,
that's cool.
I was so she asked me how I was doing. I didn't say much because I was fully in a depressive episode, no treatment. So I'm just like, so I'm about to do this for a couple more hours and then we gonna be done.
Yeah.
She asked me how I was doing. I don't even know what I said. It was some one-worded thing. I'm okay. Some dumb shit like that wasn't true.
Dumb shit.
She goes to tell me like her whole experience over like the last week or two. Horrendous shit. I'm just like, I don't have the energy to respond and be like, oh my gosh, are you okay? But it was really bad stuff. I was just like, you need to find something
Sometimes I be cutting people off and I'm just like, I can't hear this right now.
And that was the issue that I had with her, you know, not with her as a person, but when you're delivering somebody terrible news over and over and over again, when they're already struggling, it's just like I don't have the bandwidth and capacity to take more negative shit.
Yeah.
So she felt that I was ignoring her, and I don't know if I ever told her this. I think I hope that I did. She was correct. I was watching that phone ring because I was just like, I can't absorb any more.
You're
like,
a lot.
You don't tell me anything beautiful that's happening. It's always bad shit. And then it's always shit that I'm just like, you don't have to deal with this. Like, you can make this shit stop. And you don't close those doors.
Yeah.
So when she told me her whole life story and how shitty it was, you know, I kind of felt like a little bit of a connection, just going like, oh, this is my friend, she's going through shit, so you do that, like, I'm going through shit too. I told her that I'd gone to spend the night at your house. And I stayed there just before I went to my mom's for the weekend, because you were Silver Spring, you were right in the middle, so sweet spot. And
sweet spot. That was a good time.
I didn't tell you at the time. I know I told you later, but I really went over there because I was like, if I'm in this house by myself.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
So I went to be around people because if I'm around people, accountability, I'm less likely to do something.
Yeah.
She said, I'm glad that you didn't do anything and that Sade and your mom were there for you. But what's good with us? I'm like, I know I just said I was about to kill myself. And she just said, that's great, but what's good with our friendship? Like, the way she digested that, like it was not an important statement, I was just like,
oh, yeah. Yeah. And it makes you question, like, it makes you feel foolish for even divulging that information.
Yeah, because I'm like, I could have kept that shit to myself. Like, I wasn't ready to say those words out loud. But when you have that friendship with somebody, you feel vulnerable. You feel like you can continue to be vulnerable. But she felt more slighted, and then she felt supportive of what I was going through. And I think she felt that she could just be there for me through the phone. And I was like, no, with what I'm going through right now, I need somebody physically here. Somebody calling me, that's energy. I just want to exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. And I don't think she understood that. I think she felt like it was a cop-out. But I'll go ahead and get into this actual factual number 2 so we just get this out the way. So about a year into the pandemic, 13% of women and 8% of men aged 30 to 49 said they'd lost touch with most of their friends. And that was a year into the pandemic. So while we were all scared and thinking, you know, somebody's gonna die, somebody I know is gonna die next.
I think the shit was still, 2019, it was still overseas, right?
It just says a year into the pandemic.
Oh no, I was talking about your story.
Oh yeah, no, that was definitely before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I don't like truly that time frame where I lost people was like end of 2018 December through March 2019. And that was like honestly where our friendship got the strongest.
It did.
So I was like, oh, it's my low maintenance friend. Hello, friend.
Yeah.
I don't feel right. You don't either? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it sometimes and then not talk to each other for a little bit. And it was just such a nice...
It was a nice break.
Yes.
From everybody else. Like, whenever you were just like, hey, can I come over? Absolutely. Like, you could take over the living room or we could both coexist in the living room. It was cool.
It was great.
We were chilling.
And I think I'd never, ever had such an effortless relationship that didn't require so much check-in.
But don't you?
It was like all the other friendships, I had to be there like 24/7, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But when you are used to having to be there all the time and you have the option to not and just have it organically exist, there was never a time where like we didn't talk for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. And then I was like, I don't think this bitch like me anymore. Like, no. We just linked up and it was good.
Yeah, pretty much. It was, yeah.
So I definitely think if we weren't in the same household, you definitely would have been one of my pandemic hit ups. So I would have been like, hey, are you alive?
Pretty much.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, because
I am.
like I would definitely come over and do pandemic games with you, but we ended up, you know, living together. You so generously were like, yeah, you can move in. You don't bother me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that about you. And I was like, I appreciate that about you. But like everybody else, I would say the pandemic more so allowed me to walk away from certain people easier because I realized that there was it was like what I had energy for and what I didn't have energy for. And so like, you know, I'll talk about like another friendship where I caught myself feeling like I was becoming a high maintenance friend. So I really tried to like back up and provide space. But then, you know, she hit me and she was like, you know, I don't like when people start treating me different. And I was like, oh, you can feel it? Damn, I need to work on my acting skills. But it's like not personal. Like it's really just me checking myself because I am exhibiting some very insecure attachment behavior towards you.
And when you know that, like, when you are generally the friend that people go to, you're very cognizant of that energy exchange. When you have to be there for somebody, you're being their therapist or you're being their mom or their shoulder to cry on. So when you feel yourself becoming that, you're like, hold on, I don't want to take that much energy from somebody else.
Yeah, and that's what I like peeped, and I was just like, I'm just like gonna let's go back to us checking in with each other once every couple weeks. Me maybe coming over every 3-4 months and then just taking it from there. Like we don't have to talk every day. We don't have to talk about like have very, very in-depth vent sessions, like fucking going into our traumatic childhood every day. But that wasn't received well. And it started causing tension. And I peeped the tension, but she was just like, nah, like, I'm good. There ain't no tension. But then lo and behold, we don't talk right now. So it's like, I saw that coming from a mile away. I was just like, I noticed our friendship was changing. It was making me uncomfortable. I tried to do the necessary steps to bring balance, but in a sense, I think you liked the fact that I needed you.
Yeah.
So when I didn't need you anymore, I wasn't craving your attention anymore, it bothered you. And so you decided to, again, reach out on a daily basis, have these in-depth conversations, like exhibiting, you know, I'll even say like platonic intimacy, like emotional intimacy. You were in charge of all that. I wanted to back away from that and still maintain our friendship. But, you know, it caused tension among other things. And, you know, we don't talk anymore. But the pandemic, like, I was just kind of like, bro, man, Tiff don't give me no grief. We fight over the cat maybe once every 8 months. Like, it really isn't, like, I just, it's an energy thing. I don't have the energy. It's not that I don't care about relationships, but it's definitely like the end of the world and being locked up and being told I couldn't do shit. It definitely put things into perspective for me.
Yeah.
So it did allow me to walk away from certain things a little bit easier than I normally would, because that's a year-long process with me. I truly don't like ending relationships, but I ended pretty effortlessly 3 or 4 within the past 6 months.
I think that back to back to back that happened for me in 2019, after that, I don't think that I cultivated any new friendships. I did, you know, have another relationship at that time.
Yeah.
But as far as like taking on new friendships, I didn't, because I realized that I had, and my therapist helped me realize this too, I had an issue of wanting to help people. And so I picked, I don't want to say I picked broken people, because the 3 people that I'm speaking of, I did not approach any of them. They approached me.
Yeah.
So like, I don't go out and seek friendships. I'll be life a party while the party is going on. After that, don't call me, don't text me, like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I just appreciate having my own space and my energy, because once I get very connected to somebody, I want to do everything I can to help you.
Yeah.
And so those friendships really, like, I blocked the one dude. The other girl cut me off. And then the other dude, PB, we ghosted each other. So I really got like a buffet of different scenarios for why all these situations didn't work. But the core of the issue was me, you know, being a security blanket for somebody, and really not too much else. Like, there wasn't reciprocity there for me, and there never was, and I didn't look for it. I didn't ask for it, because I thought I felt good enough just helping. And when you become an adult and you need like help, you need actual support. The me feeling good because you got help doesn't actually help me.
Yeah.
It just wears me out. So over the pandemic, I didn't lose any friendships because I didn't build anymore. So it's just been you. And really, the cat was the newest friendship that I had. I bully that man sometimes.
Ayo, that is true.
But
oh God,
there was one recent friendship that I kind of just was like, oh, I'm gonna block you and remove you from some of my socials. And like I said in other videos, I mean other episodes, I don't do the faux friendships.
Yeah.
So if you are, you know, quote unquote pretending to have a certain closeness to me, and I reach out to you and I want to, you know, every once in a while hang out, because if I reach out to you, that's a big deal, because I don't reach out to nary a nigga.
Yeah, you don't really initiate the...
So when I do and I'm just, nothing is happening, I'm just like, you don't like me.
Yeah.
You can tell every mutual friend we have that there's not a problem. I'm sensing a problem. And if you don't say it with your chest, I'm gonna block you.
Hey, yo. Now I connected the dots. I know what you're talking about. I was just like...
And there's no, like... I won't. I can say now there's no hurt feelings. Initially, I was hurt because I was just like, I feel like I've been in some pretty important events.
Yeah.
With all of us
in your life.
Yeah. So I'm just like, what happened? Like, did I do something? And realizing it really had nothing to do with me.
It really doesn't.
So it sucked because that's the feeling of losing a friendship that you did nothing to lose and you can't do anything to get it back.
Yeah, it's just somebody else playing weird fake scenarios in the back of their mind about you when they can't just like simply have a conversation with you, and that shit gets futile and exhausting, and I'm over that. Like,
yeah,
I get it.
The removing from socials, I mean, I think we're still good on Facebook, but it mostly wasn't to be petty or anything. It was just like, you know, if you're not a close friend, you don't get to enjoy the
close friend access.
Yeah, like
that, man, and that's the. I mean, getting into the actual factual number 3. It's kind of a hefty baby, but so there is a cited meta-analysis from 2010 by Julian Holt Lundstad. I don't know if I said that right, but she's a professor of psychology and neuroscience at Brigham Young University in Utah. She stated that loneliness is as harmful as to your physical health as smoking 15 cigarettes in a day. 15, which I think is crazy, but it makes sense. Like, there is peace in solitude, but if you lonely, that does something to you. Like, look at all those studies with like solitary confinement and how people literally lose their minds. So we do need people, and I do often have a conversation with myself about, you know, finding balance between letting people go. I call it kicking bitches out like Pam. Because that's just like, get your ass out. That's what I'm thinking. Finding balance between that and, you know, allowing for there to be an opportunity to mend the relationship. Like, a lot of the people that I'm not cool with or as close with during the pandemic, I see opportunities for that to be different, but there definitely needs to be a reckoning.
Yeah.
There needs to be retribution.
And with this actual factual, it really puts into perspective why those, you know, the fallout of the big 3, my big 3, why they took it so hard.
Yeah.
Because if they felt like I was their person,
and you corrected them,
and
how dare, and you weren't there for them,
right?
It was a correction for one, and then for 2, it was you weren't there for me enough, and it's just like, what more did you want?
But they're feeling that loneliness. They're feeling that I don't have anyone else, and
incorrect.
You know, I do feel badly for them, but I also was in the same situation where I was going through a lot, and I chose to reach out to somebody, which was mostly you, but there were other people as well. I chose to reach out to people with the understanding in mind that I cannot put my burdens on other people.
Yeah.
And I only had that understanding because it was currently happening to me. And I was just like, this sucks being on the receiving end. I'm not going to do this to somebody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, with this actual factual in mind, I get why it was such a big hit. Also, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm a great support character.
Yeah.
When people put me in their corner, I hold down that motherfucking corner. You know
really
what I'm saying?
do. Like, it's your corner.
I will do whatever I can to help somebody. Now I do that within reason. I've learned that through therapy and losing those friendships. Because interestingly enough, one of them recycled. He was blocked on everything. Only he came through with an email, and I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't block you."
That's how you know. No, but that's how people are just like, okay, I'm not getting through with this. Let me go see if their Yahoo account is still active.
But I definitely told him the last time that we spoke and he was wilding on me, I was like, I'm gonna remove myself from all of your access and your family. You have a good night. So he knew he was blocked on everything. He tried the email and got through. Long ass apology, because I'm like, I know, because you was fucking wilding. Like, you can't do shit like that to people.
Yeah.
That did not constitute like a second chance for him. Our relationship stayed over.
Yeah.
we did talk later. There was some like, hey, big head, what up? And then there was just like, all right, I got my money back. We're good. We don't need to talk no more. Every once in a while he'll text and I'd be like, who the hell is this? Oh, this number. I know this number. This oh man, I know this. Oh, that's him. Yeah. I'm not rude to him, but you know, I'm honest. If he asked me to like hang out, I'd be like, nah,
for what?
Bro.
Like, what are we? Yeah.
What do you want to get out of this? I don't even know what this is. So
this ain't nothing, bro.
And then I gotta be like, hey, yo, my nigga don't like this shit. So you gotta stop.
There will be wars.
Truly. So like that was that one. The other two that cycled back around, it was the same year within a month of each other. And I was just like, what is this? Return of the traumatic events?
It was a test. Like it was a test. Because I thought it was also very strange timing. I was like, ew.
I was so
about to happen.
Flabbergasted. So the old girl who I was best friends with the kids, she actually did apologize. It wasn't the best apology, and the only reason I say that is because it was very much a I'm sorry but, and I'm like, the but takes away the whole apology.
Yeah,
like I can't tell you like, oh, I'm sorry for pushing you down the stairs, but you shouldn't have been near the stairs. No, you pushed me down a flight of stairs. There's no but. I could have been by 10 stairs.
Yeah.
If you weren't there, I wouldn't have got pushed.
Exactly.
So I tried to, give myself some time because she was a very, very big friend of mine. And so I'm just like, all right, let me try to see if this is salvageable. And every time she was hitting me up, I was just angry. And she hit me up with Bible verses one day. I'm like, I'm mad at Bible verses.
Yeah.
There's no friendship here.
If your Bible verses are enraging me,
yes,
there's probably something.
And I did tell her, I was like, give me some time to process. She understood, and then I came back and told her, I was like, we can't be friends. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's been 3 years since you cut me off for me not being well and not being there for you.
And for my godkids.
Yeah, and she also mentioned that, and she was like, you never reached out to them. And I said, you cut me off. Do they have cell phone numbers that I should know? How was I going to... How? Was I supposed to use my telekinesis to get in contact with them? So there was just certain elements that I was just like, this is not going to work.
Because there's still a disconnect.
Yeah.
There's remorse. There's I miss you, but there's still we're still not on the same page.
And that's okay. I mean, friendships, people do grow apart. And, if we're not on the same page anymore, that's fine. I was happy to be in the chapters that I was. And we can, move on, have the conversation and move on. So we haven't talked since. I, do pray that she's doing well every once in a while. I see pictures of her and the kids because I'm still Facebook friends with her mom. But that one was tough. The one with PB was tough too because, like I said, we had a whole conversation about what happened on my end, what happened on his end, and at the end of the day, he was just still like
a bitch.
Sorry. I don't think I can forgive you. And in my head, I'm like, forgive me for what? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything. Because I thought I was ghosted too. I missed out on a wedding. There was a lot of things that I was upset about. But after he explained what he was going through and what his perception of the events was, I was like, I understand this was a miscommunication. And it was very easy for me to not be upset with him anymore. So the fact that he couldn't reciprocate that understanding, it really caught me off guard. Yeah. I was like, wow. So
After all these...
you see the facts of the case and you're just like, I'm going to be mad at you anyway.
Yeah.
What?
You bitch. That's some bitch behavior.
So I just, I'm not ready to be in any type of situation like that again. I do not form my friendships based off of what I can do to help people. It's just, if we get along and you're cool, we're cool.
Yeah.
But for you to be a close friend, you going to have to walk on water a little bit for me.
Yeah. Well, it's because that access is a privilege.
True.
And not many people are granted that access. And so when you are allowed in that, sacred space, don't take it for granted. Don't, mistreat it, misabuse it. Don't try to manipulate it because then I'm going to look at you funny.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able to have you that close to me because I need to protect myself. So, I mean, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that I lost within the past year. I mean, it's
you
most.
can tell who's the extrovert here.
I
have 3 from like 3 years ago.
But no, they're all people that, I mean, besides that one summer, but it's for the most part just all people that have known me for years, and they've of course hit me with that. After all these years, we gonna end it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tired. I'm really tired, and if talking to you is exhausting me, then there's something wrong right now. We just need to be put on pause. Like, it doesn't have to be indefinite unless I hit you with that take care. That's indefinite. Like,
that's like the biggest thing that you can find out whether your friendships are reciprocating is if you feel relief when you don't talk to that person.
And that's them people that I'm not close with. I can't even imagine the amount of stress they would have added to my life if I had continued to make myself as available to those people as I've always been for the past 5+ years.
Yeah.
I just would not, I would combust. I would not be able to handle it because I have so much going on, and unfortunately those people just aren't the people that can play that support character, as you like to say. Like, they can't take that back seat because they used to be in like main character energy in my life, and I'm just like, bro, no, that's me right now. I'm sorry, but it has to be me, because when you blow up, your ass ain't gonna help nobody.
Yeah.
I actually have intentions of helping people that I love and respect, and there's still love there. It's not love lost, but it's definitely not the same.
Yeah, it has to be distance now because mental health. So if I had not, I do sincerely believe if I had not put my cape on for so many friendships in the past, and that's not, I was just talking about my big 3, like there is definitely a fallout before then with someone that I was just like, they showed me who they were to other people, and my dumb ass is just like, oh, they won't do it to me.
Rico Nasty?
Yes. So I'm just like,
not actual Rico Nasty, guys. That's a nickname. Yeah. Come on now.
But like, I really never expected her to switch up on me. But I was just like, why did I not expect that when
she does it with everybody else?
Yeah, like if you really look at her behavior, I should have been ready for that shit.
Because you believe you're different, and that's
a downfall.
What happened to me recently with that one person.
Yep.
I was just like, I'm different. No, I wasn't.
And that's really what sets you apart as a friend, because you treated everybody with kindness. Like, even if it was somebody that you didn't really like fuck with,
yeah,
you might talk shit later, but like in that moment, you are not going to be rude. You're not gonna make fun of people to their face.
Even when I am so provoked.
Yeah.
Like, a nigga was in my apartment and I stayed calm. Y'all was fucking on my couch.
Yep.
I stayed calm. Very calm. Very, very fucking calm. Like, even throughout the day, I was just like, it's cool, but I appreciate it if you never do that again.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like, and this was unconsensual couch fucking?
Or hump, like, yeah, listen, I didn't see no dick, but I had a sense that some dick was out in my apartment. Okay? I woke up, just came around the corner and niggas. But it's like, even in that moment, I gave you so much grace. For whatever reason you were frustrated with me about last September.
Yeah. No grace. Not a drop. Not a dime. Not a quarter.
Bro, get out my fucking face. We gonna talk when we meet up at the family reunion. But like, for real, right now, I don't have it in me. I'm sorry.
And it's just enjoying the peace of not having people who feel entitled to your time and your space and your energy.
Yeah.
Because you're not.
Yeah.
And if I gotta tell you, we're not friends. Like, again, I think we need to have a master class on reading the fucking room, because people are lacking that skill.
People don't know how to do it, bro.
But like, that's what I'm just like, you can't tell when somebody's off. Like, you can't tell when you bothering somebody.
No.
Like, that's it's so weird to me.
There's two people. There's people that can't tell, and then there's people that like when they're bothering people.
That can tell and don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So Those are special groups of people.
Like, are you talking to somebody who's all of a sudden very quiet? Stop. Stop talking to them.
They probably want you to leave the room.
Like,
yeah.
Have they started doing other activities while you're speaking?
Did they turn the volume up on the TV?
They're not. So, friendships, that going from, grade schools to college to, I'm 30. You're around the corner.
On the corner, yeah.
Like, that going from I couldn't even drive yet to now I have a mortgage. It's just like, as the old heads say, some people are with you for only a season.
Yeah.
And you want to keep people sometimes because you're like, no, that was a really lit season.
Not
come to the next one.
Not everybody can come to your next season.
Not everybody should be in your next season.
Yeah.
Because they make your next season really shitty.
And that is the only...
Unlike our season right now, season 6.
Season 6 is lit. Honestly, it might be my favorite. Well, this is a really good episode. I like this. This felt cathartic.
Therapeutic.
Oh my God, yeah. But I was going to say a little gem, a little tagline, but I forgot it.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. I mean...
It might come back.
Seasons, people.
Shouldn't come back.
Shouldn't
Make your season shitty.
Make your season shitty.
Shitty and gritty.
Yeah. I lost it.
Okay.
Not every... I like that... Oh, the only time when it's acceptable to say, don't take it personal, is when you have no business being in somebody else's next season.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're not supposed to be there.
Yep.
Like I feel like my most recent fallout, I feel like she knew.
Mm-hmm.
She was throwing like, yeah, I don't want to be famous. I don't want anybody looking into me and what I got going on over here. Okay. So you don't want to help me with my what I got going on at all?
That's kind of like what the trajectory.
That was like the job description.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if that's not what you wanted for your lifestyle, that's fine. But you should have just said that shit instead of like fucking with everything that I had going on. So
yes, because we're all adults now,
and we can talk.
You can have a conversation. It doesn't have to be mean. It doesn't have to be nasty. It should be clear and it should be direct.
It should be
nobody's
clear
confused.
And direct. Yeah.
But we are all still figuring out who we are as a person and who we are in our adulthood. We could have been the wildest of childs. Honestly, when you're an adult, you can't be a wild child no more. You got responsibilities. So you have to see who you are with your responsibilities and really billaries, because there's so many bills now.
So many fucking bills. They don't stop.
They don't.
They're coming tomorrow.
There's no coupons.
Help me.
No discounts. Those just come every month at the same time. I thought you was having fun.
Speed, bro.
Yeah, and they keep going up. But you have to find out who you are with all that stuff on your plate, and who can support you, who can give you space, and who you're compatible with now. Because we're fucking plants.
Yeah.
We change. We evolve.
We do.
Go through our winters and look like we're dying. And come out, step out in spring, and we be like, boom, blooming on a bitch.
Pop, pop.
So you're still figuring out who you are in your new space and your new environment. It just makes sense that sometimes you outgrow your pot. You need to plant it in a bigger pot. And then sometimes you get repotting trauma and you die, like some of my plants. But
you get fucking fungus,
or you get love and care and you fucking bloom.
Or you bloom, yeah.
So all plant analogies aside, you're in a new space, you're in a new chapter of your life.
Yeah.
It makes sense that your new chapter requires new support or a different kind of support. And if the people who are around you right now can't be dynamic in that way to support you, then you just have to drop them off at the pool and just never come back.
Not the pool. Why do you say that?
Go get cigarettes and never come back.
Hey, yo, go get your 15 cigarettes and die of your loneliness.
Yes.
Damn. What a positive note to end the episode.
Yes, sometimes it's time to die. Just kidding, guys. Don't do that.
Just kidding.
Don't. Be careful.
Yep.
Be careful.
Be mindful.
Seek help when you need it.
Amen. Okay. Yes, it's time to. Okay. Well, on that note,
Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to others.
Be kind to others, guys.
For
Be
real.
kind to them.
Like, if you want friends in your old age, in your big old age, if you want friends, you gotta, like, put effort into them friendships. You can't just be like...
Don't be a dick. Be a nice person.
Just be nice.
Yes.
Be nice to your friends.
Yes. Be kind to others.
Kind to yourself. And continue to be that beautiful little galaxy you were meant to be.
Be that.
Be that.
All right. And also be here next week.
Be here next week. And also...
Send us some money. I don't know.
Send us some money and follow us on all the things. Like, I think by the time this comes out, we're going to have, like, our official, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, we might have some merch,
yeah.
you know? So,
have some merch.
Exactly.
And you wouldn't know if you're not following us.
If you're not following us on everything at the Check-In Twins, that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
If you want to see us being ridiculous, you need to look at our YouTube videos.
If you want to see all the snot bubbles behind the scenes, YouTube.
The reels are only 1 minute and 30 seconds. You can't see all the greatness.
You need to get this reel.
Go to YouTube.
We're disgusting our audio engineer right now. All right. Well, that's the end of the episode. You guys have a beautiful time.
Yeah. Do that. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.